So I don't think anything is going to be capturing if I change scenes, but I have high hopes that something will. So hopefully now it will. I don't see anything. Cool. Nice. Oh, I get it. I know why. Because technically, this is a different... This is not technically the same thing. That was Minecraft 1.20.1 on multiplayer. This is Minecraft 1.21.1 in single player. So yes, they are technically different. Hello! I am a PNGuin today. You may recognize this if you play a game known as Zenless Zone Zero. This is a redo of the less than flattering poster outside the record shop. Sino and I had a conversation about it a long time. Well, we didn't have a conversation about it. It came up in a different conversation we were having. I was not aware of it. But I looked at it and I saw potential to turn it into a penguin. And I turned it into a penguin using MS Paint. Anyway, yeah. We're just gonna be chilling. I started up this world a while back. I also couldn't be bothered to set up all this stuff for the model, so I thought this would be fun. And as much as it, like, throws me off to have the, actually, yeah, as much as it throws me off to have the game, like, open up in OBS because it's on a delay. So what I see and what happens in OBS does not happen at the same time because of my mic delay. Yeah. So it is a little disorienting. That's why I've had it off for the past couple streams. That's why I've missed when Amy's come up. Luckily, I don't think I'll be hitting page up or down. I don't think that'll be happening. So I'll do my best to avoid that. Yeah, so this is the world I started. I started a world... I'm using Fabulously Optimized. It has actually a bunch more mods than I thought it actually did. I thought it was mainly just performance mods, but Waystones is in here, and where is it? There's a light mod. Yeah, dynamic lights that I low-key kind of hate, and so I turned that off. But yeah, the mini-map, not super vanilla, but I like having it. I just like being able to see things. It helps out with planning. I actually spawned over here. I marked it. It's the beginning. This is the goat seed, actually, like high-key. I've been playing for, at this point, about 3 days. And as you can see, I've got almost full diamond. I have a diamond axe. I have a diamond pickaxe. You can see I have an enchant table, so there are 2 diamonds in this bad boy. And then I also, in one of these chests, have my diamond sword, which I enchanted. I got looting 3. Unfortunately, I got Bane of Arthropods 4, which is kind of an L. So, it's gonna stay in here. I'm going to use it to take down the cows. I currently have a Sharpness 3, Fire Aspect 2, Knockback 2 sword on iron, because I figured that was better than nothing. It was a level 30 enchant. I believe I'm searching for... Actually, what do you give Smite for? I was pretty sure I had something good on one of these. Luck of the Sea. Oh no, it was Fortune. I had Fortune on this, and then I was like, that's cool. Actually, this was in Breaking, but it came with Fortune. So I'll put this sword away for now. And I've just been kind of chilling. I got a ton of iron early on. There's a cave I can go down and show you. I think we're good on time as far as night. I actually do have some clips. I've gotten 3 music discs. Actually, I think I have 4 actually. I have recordings of 3 of them. I didn't record one of them. I have a Strad, Chirp, another Chirp, and then 11. So I also, this guy just spawned in, so I trapped him in a boat. This is a zombie villager. Where is Neon? I can't see him. I'm right here, Kawa. You've heard of fly. This is fire lily. I will set the trees ablaze. Anyway, yeah, if we go down here, this is like a super goated seed, by the way. We're in 1.21.1. The seed is literally just 4 and then J and then Y. Or 4, Y, and then J. Just the number 4, the letter Y, and the letter J. It's such a good seed. But if I go like right here, I've actually created a nice way to get down really quick. I ended up in here, actually, if I... Let me just spectator so I can show you. I actually just need to get out of here so I can go over. So we spawned right here, and I ran over here, saw this like little ravine thing. I think I have a house in here. Yep, I abandoned. Got in here, I went through here, ran around a bunch, came down over here, saw this and was like, that's no good. So I dug down into it, and I just kept running and running and running, and I found all this, but more importantly, I found out that this place connected into this lush cave, and that's how I got down here, and I found tons of diamonds and iron and everything, and tons of axolotls. So I was just down here for like the first 5 nights eating glowberries because I literally had no food. I think I had a couple melons and I set up a farm because I just had no food and I was trying to climb out. And promoting BNB and Alt-Y and link your Twitch shirts as well. Nice. I was just looking through my recordings to see if I have anything because I've been using instant replay. And I have a couple things, but I don't have my audio, so I think I have to change my recording settings. But I have gotten quite a bit of axolotls here. I was excited about those and some fish that came in. I was going for a tree village. I saw it. I wasn't really planning on it, but we spawned here, and it's such a good spawn for this. I decided that I should probably go for it. We have tons of bamboo. I've cleared out some of it, but we have a decent amount in here still. I just finished up the enchanting hut yesterday. Finally got enough bookshelves. If you wonder why this looks weird, I'm actually planning on mirroring this because the trees are 2x2. Everything has to be even. And I was planning on putting a second set of enchanting tables, like right here, and just mirroring this. The reason why there's a gap here is because we had empty space. We had empty space over here that I thought was wasted. Okay, wait, I can't fight this guy through here. So I wanted to put a door in, and oh, bye. RIP. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Oh no. That's oh, there's still one more. Oh, there's another. There's another. There is another. Do I have unbreaking it? I don't. I need to get unbreaking on this. But yeah, I'm planning on mirroring the enchanting table, and then there's gonna be doors here just to go into this alcove. I might want to put windows in here or just light this stuff up some more. But I've been excited about building all this. I've cleared all this out for a farm, but also I want to expand over to those trees. I did find a waystone. I probably won't use it unless I find... I was thinking about maybe if I get another one, I'll probably put one down there, but I don't really have a reason to go down there anymore. This is where I make my obsidian. I've got a lava farm here, and just take these and do this. I have the Silk Touch pick. Really lucky. It was the second enchant. The first one that was made was the chest plate. I actually got blast protection 4, but I used the grindstone and to disenchant it, and I got soak touch, efficiency 4, and breaking 3 in the pickaxe. Got efficiency 4 and then breaking on the axe, which is nice. I'm gonna try and see if I can get a smite 5 book, probably 2 smite 4 books, and then combine them. And then I got this respiration 3 helmet as well. So I'm gonna need an unbreaking book and probably one for the sword. Although once I find 2 more diamonds, I'll probably just make a new sword like that. But there's no way I was grindstoning looting 3. Like it's just too good. I haven't gone to the Nether yet. I've been thinking about it, but mainly I haven't because I don't know where I would put the portal. I want to make a place for it, I just don't know what it'd be like. I also want to move my bed over eventually and make this a house, 2nd floor. I'm planning on having this be an outdoor area. Those 2 sets of logs will mark sort of like an indoor-outdoor spot. This is too low, I think, to really make a nice place, but I thought it could make like a nice patio or like a nice place to sit. And then back here, I want to connect to this tree as well, maybe connect up here, have different rooms, and then maybe have a deck that kind of overlooks here. There's a farm down there. I built it in a alternating pattern. We got wheat, 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 and then potato, potato, and carrots. I decided to replace one set of potatoes with a carrot I got from a zombie because I have way too many potatoes. I think they're all over here now. Yeah, I've got 10 stacks of baked potatoes, so I think I'll be good for food for a while. Let's sleep. But no, I've made a lot of progress. We can check the advancements tabs if you just want to see that. But, Minecraft. Yep. I just need Nether, Zombie Doctor, and Ender Eye for like the basic Minecraft ones. Got diamonds, irons, all the stuff. And then I got a couple of these as well. And then I got these ones that are just like the big ones that I haven't done a lot. I could actually do this pretty easily if I made a spyglass. But I don't really care about advancements at all, to be honest.
It's dark.
Wold's Vaults? I've not heard of Wold's Vaults. I have heard of Vaultcraft. I know very little about Vaultcraft, but I know it exists.
C.
Hello, it's dark. Let me grab my seeds as well. This is my, like, what I like to call my normie playlist, but it's kind of a misnomer. Anyway, while we talk, let me just do this. The great thing too is, since I started, I don't have any of my other, like, programs open. I don't have, to worry about NVIDIA trying to, like, capture throwing system or VTS. It can just do my, out. It's like Vault Hunter 3rd edition, but with more add-ons. Oh, that sounds kind of interesting. Also, I've got my Sprite Chill Cherry Lime. Not sponsored, but I do like it way too much. Oh, and it's 0 sugar, because sugar, icky. I probably should change the Euroboss thing. Frederick is busted on Awakening. Of course he is. There's a reason why picking God of Prey is such a meme. You and Frederick, and then Ryo and Donald. I have to stand by my sword girls, though. Severa, all the way. She has funny support conversations. You know what? Just because I was thinking about it earlier today, and because there's a song with the same name in here. So, I don't know why, but I was thinking about this song by Imagine Dragons. It was part of like the Iron Man 3 soundtrack, but it's no longer on streaming because of like, I assume, licensing. But, it reminded me of Robin became Lucina's mom in first run. I feel like that's a really easy trap to fall into if you want to call it a trap. Did I use all my bone meal? Oh, I guess I did. Anyway, what I was planning on doing today was... Let me check the lava. Okay, we're good. What I'm planning on doing today is we're just gonna build some more. And by some more, I mean all the building I've done off screen because I haven't, like, streamed or recorded any of this. But... Excuse me. I probably need another chest at this point. Just to dump my stuff in. How much do you have? Oh, 17, we're fine. Oh, that's way too slow. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need... Oh, actually, I'll take you. We don't need you. We don't need... Well, we could use you. We don't need you. Keep the rest of the stuff. I'll put the coal away, too. Jungle planks... Where are my slabs? Okay, but where are the rest of my slabs? Slabs... Hello? Did I use them all? There's no way I used them all. I had a whole... Oh no, I totally did use them all. That's what this is. I was gonna say I had a whole stack of them. What happened? That's what happened. A second save with male Robin. Nice. Are you gonna get Crom the village maiden? Is the village maiden or is it handmaiden? I don't remember anymore. We also... Oh, actually... Wait, what's a potion of weakness? A potion of weakness is fermented spider eye. Right? Genshin Natlan made me maul the meat immensely. Oh, it's been so... It's not like... It's sort of funny, but like... I know that you've just been having like a meltdown about it. I low-key have too as well. But it was just so funny to me. I was thinking about the irony that you were so excited for Natlan. Like, you were so excited about Natlan. What am I looking for? Oh. These. And logs. Yeah, because Fontaine was good. Yeah. Now, I don't have a lot of opinions that I'm gonna share about, for your self expectations. I don't have a lot of things that I want to say about Natlan, just because I haven't finished the last Archon quest, and I haven't done Mavika's character quest yet. So I don't want to, like, say too much, because I know I don't have, like, the full picture of what it is. But I've been very not impressed with it so far. It feels like the actual setting, I think, is okay, and the Archon quests have been pretty decent, but the problem is, or at least like the concepts, the problem to me is I feel like we've taken a massive step back in terms of character writing. And maybe this is partially compounded by the fact that I hate all of their designs, but I just was not vibing with any of the characters during the quests, and they all just feel very like samey and generic. Like, they don't feel unique. World building? Now, I've talked to Sinnoh about this, and ZZZ, not Genshin. Yeah, I always said that Kuki looks like a Val character, and while I still stand by that, the Natlan characters are certainly out there, and I don't think that that's necessarily a problem. It's just that they clash so much with their region compared to some of the other characters. But I want to talk about the world building, because I talked to Sinnoh about this. Sinnoh's like a big lore person like Dawn, and while we both have our own like things that will acquiesce to each other, Sinnoh's very much so likes all the lore stuff that they've given with Natlan. But we both sort of agree that the presentation could be better, in the sense that while the information that's being learned is very interesting, it is very hidden, quote unquote, in the sense that you have to go do like classic Genshin stuff of going and looking at artifacts or doing side quests or reading like in-game books and stuff like that. And while normally that's not a problem, and I genuinely like some of it, I like what they did with Inazuma and Enkanomiya. Those books were really cool. And all of that stuff, and the stuff in the artifacts, the stuff about like the Wanderer's Troop, and all the stuff that you can learn about Mondstadt through the artifacts, that's interesting. But the problem is, we've never had it be so important to the main story and not be talked about in the story. I think there are things in the story that were written, in the main story, that were written with the idea that you had already done some of the world quests in mind, but they don't stop you from doing the Archon quests if you haven't done some of these quests, which then leads to like, what is this? Why is this happening? How does this work? And the game just kind of expects that you know. And that's what I have a problem with. I think multimedia projects are really cool. Stuff like, what was it, Idly Pride had something like that, where they wanted to build a series with like an anime and comics and all this web stuff. Stuff like that's cool. The stuff that Hololive was setting up with their web stuff was really cool. I think those can be really interesting. The problem is when you need to know things from like various different things. They're either like really obscure or just like hard to find and aren't properly explained if you don't know about them.
C.
Hashikai left Genshin because of Natlin, if just said. Great lore YouTuber. Yeah, that's gonna be rough. But no, I don't think that the presentation was as good as the previous regions. And I know that there are complaints about like, you gotta show and don't tell. But I feel like in Natlin's case, they're telling things that don't need to be told and not showing things that need to be shown. I want to reserve final judgment on Mavica as a character until after I finish the Archon quest and done her character quest, but she just doesn't seem like a interesting character. I just don't think, to me so far, has not been an interesting character. The bike feels kind of random, like that was gameplay versus lore, and she just kind of is like, look, she can do everything. She isn't gonna sacrifice the souls and like the identities of the people of Natlin to prevent the Abyss because she has a hope and a dream, and her hope and a dream is going to work because she's the main character and she's Archon good and not Fatui bad. I feel like we've like regressed to some of the older Genshin writing where everything's very black and white, and I don't know. Gotta worship in Kratos, not Mavica.
Welcome, Donja.
From what I know about Sweet Lolly, she low-key grew on me in terms of the uwu kya personality. Oh, that's so funny, Don, because Sinu and I were talking about how we both really dislike that. That's so funny that you're the opposite, that she's grown on you because of like the girl failure personality. Because Sinu and I were both just like low-key not a fan. That's so funny. No, I think Sweet Lolly's my favorite character out of Natlin. I pulled Mualani purely because I didn't want to hate myself while I was exploring the game. Literally the only reason, and I leveled her up just because I hoped that she could be somewhat decent in the overworld. Spoiler alert, she's not been. But no, I got Sweet Lolly at like 5 pity the other day. I won like the 50-50 on the new like boosted rate. Like if you lose a 50-50, you have a chance to just not lose it. And so I got Sweet Lolly. She's level 1. She's never going to be leveled. I have no reason to use her. And I'm just going to sit there and I'll listen to her voice lines. And that's it. I've committed, even though it would be much better for exploration, I've also committed to not pulling for Mavica just because I'm a certified Mavica hater. The bike is stupid. But she makes me think of a character who lost her walls due to long lifespan. She's so funny. She's very funny. There's a very funny clip on Twitter that I saw from one of the Archon quests of her explaining something, like in a very embarrassing situation in very like intricate detail, and then Paimon's like, so this happened to you a lot, or her inner thoughts in the event were tense. Yeah, those are pretty funny. I don't necessarily like dislike it, but it's not, or I guess it's better to say it's something I can tolerate. It's not something I'm a huge fan of, but it also isn't like a deal breaker for me. Paimon or Abby? Oh, Abby so much. I've been playing Wuwa again because Carlotta came out, and I was like, I don't know who Carlotta is, but I just remember I saw a picture of her and I said I wanted her, and now apparently her banner's out, so I gotta play the game again. Also, like, low-key, I think I got Tacti's luck because I got Carlotta and Jeji and both of their weapons in like probably 80 pulls total. But Zanny and Brant, I'm waiting for since I've been farming for Carlotta, I end up with all of this the Radiant set, and I've been waiting to see what Phoebe's like, because I think I'm also at like 75 pity on the standard banner, and I have like 4 pulls, so I've just been waiting to see what Phoebe's like, to see if I can maybe snag a weapon for her and have a good set. I'm saving for Zanny, she apparently coming to 2.2. I just went in and I was like, you know what, Carlotta or bust, and then I got Carlotta, and then I was like, okay, you know what, Jeji or bust, and then I got her too, and I was like, alright, Carlotta weapon or bust, and then I just kept getting it. It really was like that meme where you can use one Acquaint Feint and you can C6 a character and get their weapon. It really was like that. Anyway, we want to build up here. I lost Jian and his rerun to Ling Yang and deleted the game. That's so valid. When the VAs are allowed to use accents, the English dub got so much better. What do you mean of Zhengli Yao? Zhengli Yao is so good. He's so pog. I've been using him, and I feel like I'm obligated to use him because I have Yin Lin and I have him and I have his weapon, and I was like, you know what? I feel like I have to use him. But like high key, I'm thinking about replacing him if I get enough characters to make a new team. Because right now I only need one more team probably for Tower, and I'm running some pretty cursed teams. I've been running the classic Jinsha Yanwu Baizhi team because, you know what, why not? I can't use Verena because she's in Carlotta's team, and I can't use Jeji because she's also in Carlotta's team. So instead, Jinsha gets the food stamp supports. Neon's abbreviation. Yeah, I remember. I said that I got XYL's weapon or something in the DM, and Ka was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's the Yao Master. It's Shengling Yao. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of playing Shengli Yao. I tried to play Calcharo. My Shengli Yao does more damage. I tried to play Jinsha. My Shengli Yao does more damage. I try to use Shengli. Her best support is Shengli Yao." Food stamps. Yeah. I was thinking of no, Astra. Is Astra Yao that ZZZ character? I know there's supposed to be like some ZZZ character coming out that I was like, wow, this person looks like a baddie. And then I was like, too bad I have no more pulls because I haven't played this game in like 5 months. And I just pulled for Miyabi. No, ZZZ's Walmart Robin. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I called than the food stamp supports, because I was thinking of back when Destiny Child was still a thing, and when Nikke was coming out, that we had different unit tiers, and one of them we had human rights units, and we also had welfare. Oh wow! Whoa! We got an ingot and we got leather pants from that drop. That's crazy. I don't even think he was wearing those. Maybe he was. I didn't see him. That's crazy that we got both of those drops. But no, Destiny Child had a thing. They called units by different tiers, and one of them was welfare units. Stuff like the free units that we got every year for like Lisa's lessons, where they would just give out like maxed out units for free just by playing the game. Or in Nikke, it was Privity and Diesel, who we all got at the start. Actually, I think everybody gets... Did everybody get Diesel? I think everyone still gets Diesel if you start now. I know everybody gets Privity even if you start playing now. This is way... This... Oh no, this is just lower down. But I couldn't think of the word. I couldn't remember welfare, so I just said food stamp instead. That's why... That's what that happened there. So... But like, am I wrong though? But am I wrong? Jinsha, Baiju... Baiju... Yeah, Jinsha, Baiju, and Yanwu. My favorite Wuthering Waves character, Baiju. Now, how big should I make this? Do you think I should make this go over the entrance? Or would that be tacky? Gotta get past the first part of the game, heard it's better at the start. Thinking of starting ZZZ for the third time. Yeah, I was not a fan of the start of ZZZ. I know Sinnoh is like really excited about the story and what they've been doing. I have not played any of the story at all beyond like the Victoria housekeeping stuff, just because I do not care. I log in occasionally, I do a couple runs of the artifacts, realize that everything sucks, and then I just stop playing again. But yeah. I don't know. I started playing again to hit level 8, and to be honest, the gameplay is fun. ZZZ? Oh, the gameplay is really fun. I just hate, like, I'm not invested really in the story at all. Maybe it gets better over on, but it just wasn't that interesting to me. I think this will work. So how many is this out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which version? Wait, is this the normal version of Airplanes? Oh no, this is okay. This is the like super long version. Also, I think I might have accidentally missed the song I was wanting. I had this playlist open because I wasn't paying attention. This is literally the only reason why I had this playlist open. I wanted to listen to the song. This is You and I by Paloma the band. It's such a goated song. Actually, there's a part right here coming up that's used in one of the Nikke songs. Okay, so that part right there, it's the exact same as this part, the beginning of You've Always Got Me, the second main event. Yeah, I think it's a really good song. The other one that okay, getting back to my original story, another song in here is "Ready Aim Fire" by Carter Vale. I was thinking about it because I was thinking about League of Legends earlier today. I was thinking about "Heavy Is the Crown," that Linkin Park song they made for Worlds, and it reminded me of Imagine Dragons because they had Warriors, which was one of the Worlds songs. But then it reminded me of Iron Man because "Ready Aim Fire" is a Imagine Dragons song that was in the Iron Man movie, but then later removed from streaming, I assume because of licensing problems. But there's also a Carter Vale song called "Ready Aim Fire," which is also pretty good. And that's what I was talking about earlier. We finally finished that, and so now I'm going to read Kawa's message. Ranking Luo by Dynasty Jinsha, Shorekeeper, Carlotta, Zanny, and Changli. Okay. Is that from best to worst or worst to best? Changli is first, by the way. I figured that's what it was. I'll be honest. I don't know. I was thinking about doing a Nikkei tier list. Because I had a really funny idea for a tier list idea. I was going to do like, I was thinking of really funny tiers I could make, and one of them was going to be baddie. But then for all the characters like Anne and Epinel and everything, I was going to have like literally a child. I thought that would have been funny. Because while Epinel's might not be a literal child, Anne literally is a child.
I'm hungry.
And that's why she's such a precious character. Canonical daughter. Now that Rappy has her SSR form and everything, people's talking about how she's the canon wife. But I think we've all forgotten that time that like Ruby decided she was just gonna adopt Anne, and the commander was her dad. So, not to mention the fact that Anne already has a canonical mom who's still alive, whose name is like Angelina or something. The jail tier. That's gonna be like what? It's gonna be Epinel, Anne, Polly, Miranda, Noah. Who else? Who else is... Oh, Leader. Is there anybody else that's short? Oh, maybe Anchor? Oh, Ray. Anchor, maybe? I don't know. Leader's an interesting case because she's like 200 years old. She was like a super old... Well, she's not... Well, she's probably 200 years old now. She was like 70 when she wanted to become a Nikkei. And she was gonna continue being like a mechanic, like a maintenance worker in the Ark. And so when she was coming up with like what she thought her ideal body would be like, she wanted to be small so she could crawl through the vents so she could get to places easier. It's such a funny story. Meanwhile, Polly's like a dog that got blown up by like a bomb or something and got turned into a Nikkei. So, did I say Polly? Yeah, Polly. I was also thinking about how like Dorothy's been dethroned as the B1 queen of Pilgrim, and then I realized that as long as Mother Whale still exists, Dorothy will continue to be top tier. Truly. Sasuga Doro. Okay, now how do we want to connect this? See, we kind of have this awkward thing where I guess I could run it out like this and connect it that way and just have it be different from this. I guess that could be cool, right? Like, let's say we had a... Actually, do I want to make the walkway like this walkway? I think I do. So imagine if we have our... I'm going to creative mode the trapdoors, by the way, just because it's easier to place them. It's purely for aesthetic purposes, because I like, if we place the trapdoors down, they look like this. If you do this. So I want these parts, the front, or the edge of the trapdoor, I want them pointing inwards because I think it looks better if these little like hinge parts are pointed inwards. The problem is if I want to do that, what I have to do is I have to place blocks and then do this, and then break blocks. So I'm just going to do that in creative mode to save myself the trouble of having to like break them and pick them up and everything like that, and then I'll count how many trapdoors I need. Or I'll only use, like, in this case, I'll only use 12. Rule with NVIDIA filters, it's different in immersion mode. Yeah, I saw your video that you posted, that looked really cool. But it made me think that the one thing I dislike about it is you can't tell like when your cooldowns are up or when your your energy and stuff is filled, aside from like the audio cues, and it just made me upset about how many games would look amazing with like the no HUD, but then that you really can't take full advantage of it because you're missing out on important like information. Like it works perfectly in Breath of the Wild because you don't need any of that information to know how Link's going to attack. You press the button, he swings the sword. That's not my kitchen. There ain't no fun. Oh, what? Be asking for. We're switching songs. I just want to listen to this song, and then I'll probably change the playlist. As I was saying earlier, this is what I like to call my normie playlist. This is full of all of my normie songs. You know, my normie songs like Vocaloid covers and like covers of J-pop songs and you know, the normie songs. That's what all the normies listen to, right? Like obscure artists, stuff like Billy Cobb with Club Witch and the Shell Shack, and like My R. Isn't it cool some of those holograms and immersion? Yeah. Dungeon would be really good with immersion mode just because you can count how much all of her stuff is, so it would just be if you wanted to use your echo on cooldown. Memorize cooldowns? Yeah. Enter the dungeon. Oh, my shears broke, didn't they? That's such an L. Okay, so we need more slabs, and we need more jungle wood. So we gotta find another tree to terrorize. What's a tree that's too short to be useful? You. Actually, do I have jungle saplings to replant? My biggest stumbling block has been I've got like super OCD when it comes to like messing up the natural terrain in Minecraft. So like I've just got real problems with tearing down trees and not like planting them in the exact same spot where they were. It's a real problem I have. Customizable HUD that most games have? Yeah. I do like, I've been using letterbox mode for the cutscenes and stuff like that. Partially just because I want to see when something is a cutscene. It's interesting seeing what the game treats as a cutscene. But it also looks, excuse me, it also looks pretty cool. Okay, we're changing the playlists. Oh, do you want to listen to the neon top songs of 2024? That'd be boring, wouldn't it? What about the neon top songs of 2021? Y'all aren't gonna be ready for these ones. Y'all aren't gonna be ready for this. Wait, where's the one other? Do I have 2020 in there? I gotta find that. Do I not have that? Oh, it didn't save it in time. I do want to do a thing where I post a list of all of my like wrapped or my top songs, because I think it'd be really interesting to look at them, like having them all listed out. So I might make something like that. Anyway, it's nighttime. You know what they say, don't mind at night. Let me strong, because I'll never pull for Malvika. Especially not with, Etchy, I don't know. Etchy something. Etchy Chino. Susachino. She's coming. Father's coming. And, Clorand for some reason. I don't know why. So, that's cool, I guess. I already have Clorand, and I'm not getting Absolution for her. I'm not Agent 47. Also, I just don't use Clorand enough. I don't use her enough to justify getting her signature weapon. I don't enjoy playing her enough to get her signature. She's fun, sometimes, but I just don't play her enough. They really... I don't know, I feel like they really did do her in with those last minute beta changes to like nerf all of her stuff. Like nerf her numbers and increase her cooldowns, decrease her duration. I don't know. It's also kind of a pain because I always have to swap all of her stuff with Kutching because of Thundering Fury. So, I don't know. I also think for most scenarios, I think Kutching just does better for me than Clorand does. Especially domains. Kutching's just way faster and I don't need the potential extra power that Clorand gives. So, it's just kind of not a reason for me to ever use her. So she's level 90 with like good talents and everything. She sits unused in my roster just like Ayaka and Ganyu and like every other character in my roster that's not Eula, Furino, Raiden, or Nuvolette. Oh, that's not true. I've been using Tignari a lot. I'm finding him very fun to use. I've got him like C4 now, and he's been very fun. I need to grab one of those extra crafting tables. I do eventually want to move the blast furnaces and stuff over here. I was trying to make this a forge area. We have the cobble gen over here. It makes cobble, not stone, and it's not a double wide one like the one on SMP. I just figured I'm not going to need that much, and also I don't have like the dumb cheat tools. I figured the only reason I needed the double on SMP was because we had the stupid cheat tools that just let us mine things super fast. And so there, having the double was actually useful because, oh. Now, this right here is probably like peak music for peak anime, right? Like, can we all agree that this is peak music for peak anime? Like, are we all on the same page that Rent-A-Girlfriend is easily the best anime that has ever been made in the history of man? Like, I just don't see how you top something like that. I don't know if it's even possible. I don't think it is, honestly. It's just that goated, you know? Kazuya is probably the most goated character in all of anime. It's sorry, it's the truth. It's just the truth. Good old Kazuya Mishima. Now, here we have another problem, which is what do I do here? Now this is a problem, isn't it? I've used 6 of my 8. The alternative is we do nothing, and we grab different trapdoors. So we could find birch, but we'd also have access to bamboo, and we have access to oak, if we just want to like brainstorm what things look like. Now if we did oak, we'd have this, which doesn't look bad just per se, but it does, in my opinion, look a little weird when you're coming into something like this. I do think this looks a little bizarre. The other thing we could do would be birch, but birch has the same problem where we have these funky little things in the middle. What we could do would be something like this and make them all rotate like this. I think that also looks pretty strange. And the final thing we could do is trapdoors, which also have the same thing, but the ones on bamboo are far less noticeable. So this is something we could do. The other thing I was thinking was, what if we just replaced all of these with bamboo? And did something... Oh, these are actually done in reverse. That's interesting. That would be one reason to do that. This will visually look much better and be easier to do. The downside is they do just open up like this. So, whereas, because we've actually replaced these in reverse, if these were to be open, you can still walk across them. You can actually even just walk across one of these. You don't need both. But if we were to make bamboo up here, we would then have a thing where... I don't know. And then with the oak fence, how does this look? My concern is that this looks, the color variation here, this looks much too bright and is too homogeneous with the rest of the bamboo. So I'm beginning to think that the only real answer we have might be oak. Either that or I have to do a solid walkway without using trapdoors. I kinda like this. I feel like this has a slightly different feel than the bridges, and since this isn't one of the bridges, it's like a house, I feel like this does work. So what we're gonna do is, I now have to make oak trapdoors. We're gonna get rid of these, we're gonna get rid of these, and I need to give myself 4 trapdoors back. Oh, this is my favorite anime. Definitely. This is the song that Sinnoh didn't believe was from an anime. Not that I blame him. We also gotta make a potion so we can cure that guy downstairs. Once I have a pen for him, of course. That's not what I meant to do. So, how many we're gonna need? We're gonna need 16. This is the I listen to when I drive. When you Akadama drive? I also love the anime. God of High School's pretty good. Oh, you know what? I was thinking about uploading a video. Speaking of like content, Kawa, I was thinking about uploading a video where I just rant about the Nikkei bosses for like 20 minutes. And by rant, I mean just like ramble on and on incessantly about them. I don't have any real problems with actually no, the only problem I have with the bosses is that Shift Up refuses to let us fight them outside of like a single time in the story, or the occasional time they rerun them for like solo raid or union raid, and I want to fight the bosses. I want to fight the bosses. Let me fight the bosses. What's this? I got mixed up with Domekano and Rent a Girlfriend when this song came on. I did not see that before. I don't know how I missed that message before. How dare
nice
you?
To meet you.
How dare you mistake Domekano for Rent a Peak, or Peek a Girlfriend, or Rent a Girl Peak, or Rent a Peak friend. I have no idea. Crashes out. Crashed out harder than Mavika's bike. I'm gonna do that with Natlan's. No, I love the Nikkei bosses. I've been just fighting Mirror Container just over and over again. No reason. I only ever get to phase 5, but I've just been fighting it over and over again because it's so much fun. Since we got Crown, and now that, like, we have Ein, and we got Crown, not Crown, we got Cinderella, and then we got Ice Rose and Maiden. It's just been such a fun team. The Electric team is so goated now, and it's just so much fun. It's like it was like tailor-made for Mirror Container. Here to install Genshin again. Joke's on you, I never uninstalled it. Now, the problem I'm running into is I think this is too close to properly expand this out. So I think what I might have to do is make this small, make this short on this side. Like, only go out like this far. Like here. And then like make this longer. Because there's just not a lot of space. So... Now, I'm also kind of thinking maybe we expand out to this. And see, this is the problem. I'm just going to have one giant house that expands from tree to tree. Do we leave this tree alone, or do we expand out to this tree as well? That is the question. To tree or not to tree? That is the question. Because I'm thinking we go out this way, and we go to that tree and that tree. But I'm wondering, do we want to connect this tree to this house? Or do we want to take down this tree and that tree and plant a new tree in line with this one to have a cleaner double header? Because these trees are offset by one block, which is very annoying. It's very annoying. So I'm not entirely sure what I want to do there. But I am very happy with this so far. I'm very happy with this front part. I guess I could expand out this way. I don't want to expand past this tree, though. I wouldn't want to go, excuse me, too far beyond this. Definitely not connecting this section to that section. Definitely not. That'd be way too much. That'd be a bit excessive. And do I want to do an overhang? If I put the deck out back, or the patio, well, it is a deck, I guess, because it's not on the ground. The patio would be on the ground. Do I want to extend this out this way and have an overhang, or do I want to keep it by itself? I was thinking I kind of want this to be a smaller separate room and then have the deck out here. I actually do like this like kind of offset as well. In fact, I might even move it over one more block, but I do like this 2-block gap here. But I do actually kind of like this overhang. It like not being stacked perfectly on top because of the kind of, I don't know, just kind of a sort of asymmetric feel. But what I was planning on was maybe having this be like a bedroom, and then having this be like an upper area that maybe had some more like living stuff, and this being like a main area. You know, like this would maybe be a place where like a kitchen could be or something like that. And people could come over here and they would sit out here underneath the tree. And then back here would be, maybe this would be where the deck would be. It would come out this way and be out over here. And then I maybe would cut off access to here, and this would be a bedroom. Or the other thing would be make this the bedroom, make this a small area to come down from the bedroom in case you didn't want to, for whatever reason, you didn't want to walk over here, instead you wanted to walk out this way. Maybe easier access to the porch if it was out here, the patio porch. Also, the ads are about to start, so rip me, I guess. But I think I'll put it here. I think maybe I'll continue this walkway, and maybe I'll turn this into, maybe I'll turn both of these into these types of walkways. No, I think this makes more sense to be solid here. If anything, we'd probably want to make this be some sort of solid in the middle, and then like bamboo in the middle, and then having trapdoors, jungle trapdoors this way, jungle trapdoors this way. It just doesn't work here because of how small this area is. But it would definitely work here since we have more space. Have this be like a singular platform, and then have planks coming out and around. Then it could continue on outwards a little bit, maybe make this like one more block around, just so, maybe 2 more blocks around. So you would have a little bit more space coming around the sides. And then you could come out here, go out to the deck, and you could also come back inside to the main area. I think that's what I want to do. So if we did that, we would put slabs here. and we put slabs here. So we would have slabs here, and then this part would stay, but the rest of these planks in between would be removed. Because this would be a center platform, and this is how we would deal with the trapdoors not facing the right direction. I might replace this with some other type of material. We have a couple options. I could do sideways logs. I could do oak planks. I could do cobblestone. I don't really want to do cobblestone though. I think I might just leave it as bamboo. And then actually there wouldn't be anything here because it would then come out, extend further this way. And maybe at this point it would start to spread out and open into the deck. Perhaps the deck would start here and then extend further out that way. So we could look at something that maybe would go out like this. I'm gonna put down the fences too. So we'd have the fences here. And then do I want to put a border on the deck with jungle slabs? I kind of want to just have it like open air, like just no barriers. I never understood that kind of stuff. Like one of the things that really got me about Kenichi's village was, and especially like Chaska's, is they were all just like existing up there, just like with huge open edges, and like, I don't know, it just seems like a yikes from me, dog. Just all these like edges that just go down like hundreds or thousands of feet with no railings, no warning, no way to get back up or anything, like no safety nets or anything like that. To me, that's just wild that they don't have like any safety measures around any of these. It's crazy to me that they would do that, and in some places like have stuff so close to the edge where they potentially could have high wind. That's crazy to me. It was one of my favorite things about The Giver is like the decided lack, and I guess that it wasn't like the time period for the characters, it wasn't like the age range for the characters, but just like the decided lack of people like not pushing people over the edge of that giant like cliff floating city that just goes off into the nothing. That's crazy to me that they didn't have murders because they were so well programmed that they didn't have people pushing each other off the side to kill them. That's crazy to me. Anyway, it has yet to rain, so we can do no fishing. There's no more cat goes fishing because it's not rained. Do I want to do a border? Actually, I could do a border on just one side, but that would look weird. I could do a border on this side and on this side, and then leave two sides open. Did they all gather here? No? They did not. I don't think we've gotten any songs so far that I think are particularly strange, and people are like, oh wow, this really is 2021 Neon. I think the only difference is that this playlist has more... It's got way more like anime openings, and it's got like musical songs in there. Car and moped are busted, picking up for the past week. Oh no. The moped's kind of fire though. Helping the bro out? Yeah, you know it. Moped's kind of fire though, not gonna lie. Anyway, are you ready to hate a song? Are you ready to absolutely despise a song? Because, you're about to. I've been thinking about if we wanted to do like a mod pack, if we could set it up easily enough in the future. If we did that, I think we might go back to Essentials maybe, just because I don't want to deal with doing all the mods like manually on Eternos, and I also don't want to like deal with trying to set up a server and having that running. So, I don't know. I was thinking about Sky Factory 4, but then I realized that like Sky Factory 4 I think would get old really fast. I was just thinking like a really hard progression, not like hard like as in difficult, but like a really like set like progression mod pack would be cool. And Sky Factory 4 has a lot of that stuff. I think it has a good mix of things that we'd all be interested in. But it's just that things do spiral pretty quickly, and I think we might quickly hit like an end in the sense like we get to a point where nothing can hurt us and like we're just like existing in there. You need help with the paid server? Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest, I've not looked into any paid servers really. Although I think there is a pretty decent option last time I checked where we could get something through Adobe. They have a thing where you can get a server to run. It's like it's free on the trial, like it's not like a trial, but it's free if you use the basic plan or something like that. It's for like programming stuff, I guess. And it's like a pretty decent amount of RAM and storage and everything. And you can just like run a virtual machine and you can set up a server. That might be something to look into. I was going to, and then Ryo was like, what are you doing? Just use Eternos. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess we'll just use Eternos. And then we like really haven't ever needed to consider anything else, so I just haven't. I was thinking about, there's actually a really cool $15 adventure map. It's sort of like Maze Runner that I was thinking about buying and then installing on a server, because that's super easy. That's just called uploading a file to Eternos that we could do. It's this like cool like giant Maze Runner-esque like puzzle map, and I thought that'd be something cool that the four of us could try. The other thing I was thinking about was loading up like this seed, just a blank world with this seed, and doing some sort of like mini Battle Dome-esque thing, because let me tell you, with the swords instantly cutting down the bamboo and everything like that, it is so much fun to run around in the bamboo forest, and like you can go through some of them and but not all of them. Just like running around with the bow and like shooting enemies through the bamboo, it's so much fun. I feel like I'm in the War of the Arrows. Also, I need to light this up, but we'll do that later. Also, yes, I'm just gonna keep this song on loop until I get bored of it, which will probably be a long time, so that's what I meant when I said, are you ready to hate the song? I have to give Yuika a serious run for her money next year, or I guess this year. This kind of reminds me of Not Another Song About Love by Hollywood Ending. Not like the style of the music at all, but I don't know, it just kind of gives me a similar vibe. I think I will make that, that boss video. I just want to talk about them. I have B-roll footage of the bosses. They have Enemy Modernia right now. Actually, Enemy Modernia just... Oh, actually. Well, no, it's too late. I was gonna maybe stream Solo Raid, but I think it's already over now. It closed earlier today. Enemy Modernia is so poggers. I don't even think I can get back into it. Have you watched Arcane? I have not watched Arcane. I never watched the first season of Arcane, and I wasn't ever really feeling like getting into it. I don't know. I wasn't somebody drawn in by Arcane. Like, I'm not that much of a League player to want to watch a League show. And I'm also, like, not so disconnected from League that I would want to watch a League show. I'm just like, yeah, okay, cool. Arcane show. It looks decent. There's some things that look pretty cool. I just don't really care. Not like a huge thing for me. That's why they made that that $800 Faker bundle. They need to recoup their costs. They're like, dang, this is expensive. You're telling me we gotta make our normal stuff, and we gotta make KDA, and we gotta make Arcane? KDA, truly the best K-pop band. Irvin Knox's series since Arcane is concluded. I hope they just keep making series about League. I hope they just keep making them, and they continue to like be completely different than the show, like the game, and just I don't know. My favorite thing was all the people who wanted to start playing League because of Arcane, and I was like, no, you really don't. You really don't. They have good lore. They have great lore. League has like great lore and like stories and like character designs and cinematics and everything like that, and the game is like low-key kind of garbage in the sense that I just hate League. I hate playing League. It's, I don't know. I hate playing League. Spoken like a true League player. I was a top lane and bot feed. I don't know. Are we sick of the song yet? Are we tired of listening to Paloma the band? Has this gotten old? Do you want me to go back to the funny songs? I can go back to the mid and jungle can't play. You want me to go to the funny songs? Has this gotten old? Are we tired of listening to like pop punk? Don't worry, I got you. I got you. I gotta keep remembering I don't have anything turned on. I'm literally just a PNG with no reaction. So every time I emote for the camera, there's nothing happening on screen for any of you. Gotta remember that. I keep like making faces and like moving, and then I have to remember that it's literally just a still picture. In the cold light of day, we're a flame in the wind of the fire that we begun. Every argument, every word we can't take back. I set up the AFK thing for the cobble gen. After I set it up, I came back and I realized that my pickaxe is broken and I was just punching cobblestone. And I was like, oops. Tell me what you see. Perfect paradise. Tearing at the seam. I wish I could escape. I don't wanna think. Wish I could erase. Think I believe that I'm a fan by you. Choral chorus. Now, is this gonna get me DMCA'd? Am I gonna get GOP for this? Are they gonna get me? How big do you think the deck should be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You love it? Oh, I know what I was gonna play more of the boss music from Nikke. That's what I was gonna do. We'll listen to Choral Chorus and then we'll start playing the boss music. How far do you think this should go out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you think 7's good? An odd number? The auto-tune? Wait, hold on. The auto-tune. I can't hear myself. Wait. Oh, it's just really quiet. That's why I can't hear myself. Or the music is loud. Okay. Auto-tune. Enough of that. It's not really auto-tune. It's just like, oh, no, I hate that. Hold on. I need to mute myself. 7? I think 7 is good. And then how far do we want this to go back? Could I speed bridge with slabs? Maybe. Am I going to do that? No. I think this seems good. I don't want to, well... I don't want to block too much of the view from, like, here. I think this is good. What I'll have to do is I'll have to make these corners hole blocks, and I'll just put another slab there. Because I'm going to have to run supports down to the ground, which is going to be really annoying. I probably should make some scaffolding. Actually, it probably would just be easier to make them solid planks while I'm up here. But I'm still going to have to, like, dig down to... I need to grab my other stone sword. Why is it looping? Oh, it's because it's the only thing in the queue. Anyway, what's a good boss theme? What's a really killer boss theme? Oh, I've been liking, The Collector. The Collector's been pretty cool recently. I like that You've Always Got Me is still like the #1 song on Popular, and then it's the new shop theme, and then it's the event theme, and then it's the one for Footstep Walk Run, and then it's the event theme for the Old Tales, and then it's the Behemoth boss fight. That's so peak. Excuse me. Did they have... I think this might be the boss fight for the Blue Eyes White Dragon. But I'm gonna wait until after the Collector ends. I noticed that the Harvester was in my top songs, and it doesn't surprise me at all, because I listen to that way too much. Everyone knows I listen to it way too much. When I would just not shut up, and we had all those streams where I just wouldn't stop talking, and I would just keep going, Man Eater, or Man Demon, over and over again. Now, I guess the question is, do we want to keep this bamboo and keep only these jungle, or do we want to bring this back one and make it connect, or do we want to make these trapdoors and then immediately go into bamboo in here? Like, do we want to keep this? Do we want to keep, like, a bamboo, like a full bamboo thing here, and have, like, an awkward kind of, like, thing where there's trapdoors here but not here? Do we want to bring it all back one?
How is everyone?
I think what I'll do is I'll put trapdoors in here. And what I'll do is I'll put the supports for this center platform on these corners. Like here, 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 and here instead of underneath here. And then that'll create a nice divide because then I can put one here and have trapdoor, and then I can have another one here. And I want to run oak fence along this side, and I want to run it along this side. But I don't want to run it along here or there. I want to have it open. Also, I'm going to put this here temporarily. Keep the badness away. Although, I don't know if they can spawn on these top slabs. I assume they can. They just can't spawn on bottom slabs because they're not full blocks. I assume that these top slabs count as full blocks and they would be allowed to spawn on them. The other thing I was thinking of, and this would just be like a waste, well, it wouldn't be a waste of my slabs, but the other thing I was thinking of would be, we just jump down here. We have this. What I could do is I could make the whole outer row be whole slabs, like whole blocks, and then make the inner bamboo be slabs. That would give it kind of a feel where instead of this, where it kind of looks kind of like a dish, it would be like punched in. We could do that. Now this is ended, so I want to see if this is what I want to see if this is what I'm thinking it is. This is not what I'm thinking it was. At all. I stand corrected. I thought this was the boss theme for the dragon. I don't think it is. No. What is it? Is it this one? Oh no, that's the game. Is it this one? Yeah, okay. This is the one for the ice dragon. Yeah. Not the best one in my opinion. It was pretty cool, but definitely not my favorite. This is the new story I think for her, or the new song for the Marion thing, which I have not replayed. Unbreakable. These are the goofy songs. Black Wave, Outbreak. This is the Behemoth one. Oh, Life Again is a good one. Stronghold, Land Eater. Stronghold Histo is pretty good. I don't think they had different music for Anime Modernia though, but Stronghold Histo is pretty good. Costumes is also a really good one. Oh, Colorless was good too. Colorless was good. Afterglow is amazing. I know some people have some problems with some of the mixing. Afterglow is such a good song. I like the opening so much. Part of the reason... Oh, it's actually... It's. I was gonna say it's fishing. We need to go raining. It's raining. We need to go fishing. As you do with music like this. This music will attract the fish. It definitely won't scare them away at all. Also, I just noticed too, there's an ocean monument there too. So this really is a goated seed. There's an ocean monument. There's like 15 trial chambers beneath this area. And I have to assume there's a stronghold somewhere as well. I think they spawn within 300 blocks, or the closest they can spawn is 300 blocks from spawn. But there's a ton of trial chambers down there. There's a ton of mine shafts, like actual mine shafts. I found a zombie spawner and a spider spawner, so we might set up a XP farm. And there's an ocean monument. So this really is a pretty packed seed. The reason why I want to do this during the rain is because the fish appear rate, or like spawn rate, when it's raining increases dramatically. After we catch the next fish, I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna queue up some songs so I don't have to worry about current songs ending. Okay, so we got Stronghold. I'm gonna add Land Eater the second half, and then I'm gonna add Costume. It's not a boss one, I'm just gonna add it in though. And then I'm gonna add Colorless, which also isn't a boss theme, it's an event theme. And then I'm gonna grab Afterglow, PNGuin, yes. I'm gonna grab Midnight Memories. Midnight Memories was a pretty good one. Claymore I thought was pretty good. I didn't really care for the event, and I don't really care for Clay as a character or a unit, but the music was pretty good. B.A. Wheeler is kind of pog, not gonna lie. What's Coagulation? Okay, some of these I'm gonna add just to see because I don't recognize them. Coagulation, and what's this? Coagulation Crystallize? I'm gonna add these to the queue because I don't remember what they are. And if I don't like them, I'm gonna skip them. Sorry. One More Time? Oh, was that Baze? I don't remember what Baze sounded like at all. I was not a big fan of Clarion Call, I'll be honest. Absolute Maker, no. I don't remember what Dark Hero was like. I don't care about the ReZero music. Oh, We're Never Giving Up. It was a cool boss. Crystal Chamber's cool. I want to fight him more. Not the biggest fan of the song. I don't remember what Overclock sounded like. I know it's the Overclock theme. Kill the Lord was pretty good. I don't want to add that one though. I Feel So Alive. I'm gonna add. That's a funny one. Boomsday is actually like a banger. We'll add that in. I'm gonna put in You've Always Got Me as well. And then, oh, we gotta get Dirty Backyard in. Okay, now I'm gonna look for more like actual, boss music. I'm gonna add the Red Hood in as well. It's not a boss song, but it is a banger. I'm also gonna add in, Black Stallion, and Angel's Cry, and Mog the Red Hood, and Hold You Tight if I can find it. None of these are boss themes, they just are bangers. And then Neverland, I don't remember the Neverland music well enough. That's Old Land Eater, The Pilgrim, Ominous Cross. Oh, we should add Ominous Cross in. That's the Modernia one. That's a pretty cool one. Fairy Tale's End, If. Oh, that's interesting. The Harvester. We gotta add the Harvester. There's no way I don't add the Harvester. Sandstorm. Oh, do they have the Moving Fortress? They do. I'm gonna add the Moving Fortress as well. One Wing Dark Lord, Satellites, Overzone, Garden of Shangri-La, Dim Flow, Lily White, The Pilgrim Acoustic. No, we'll leave that off. Penguins Rise Up. Die Hard, Survive, Volcanic Nest, Rising from Ash, Inferno of Nihil. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Inferno of Nihilist and Burn It All. I do think it's fun seeing people's reactions to them. I'm just not a huge fan of the song. They're not what I would call some of the better songs that they have for boss music in DK. Anyway, I have a bunch of songs queued up. We should be good now. I'm also really biased because I think The Harvester... I also think ACPU Freeze is one of the best songs, and I know people have very strong opinions about ACPU Freeze. I think it's great. ACPU Freeze is an amazing song. In fact, it's so amazing that before the song ends, I'm gonna add it to the queue, so it plays before Costumes. such a good song. I know people like have very strong opinions about ACPU Freeze and whether or not it's a good, well, not maybe not if it's a good song, but whether or not if it's a song that fits like the vibe of Nikke. And like, but it was for the haha funny Halloween event. I think this works perfectly. It was for like a comedic Halloween event. I guess I can maybe see like the angle that, oh, Lure 3 and Mending. Wow. We should get an anvil and combine them, but like maybe it isn't very Halloween-esque. Which I can see that. It's not like a super Halloween-y song. I think it's a fun song though. Like, the most Halloween part of it's the theremin. And yeah, so I can see why people think it's not Halloween-y. I don't even know if I need 3 blocks of iron. I should have 3 blocks of iron. Excuse me. Hold up. Let her forge. Bruh. There goes my experience. I'm never getting that level 30 enchant. That was a dolphin in the background. Did you see that dolphin leap over the horizon? That was so beautiful. As the sun was rising, the dolphin rose up above the horizon. See, look how much faster this is with Lure 3 and the rain. Isn't that crazy? It's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. It's a 12 level investment in our future. And by our future, I mean, I'm just doing this because it's raining and I like to fish when it rains because the fish come in faster, and sometimes you can get cool things. Most of the times you get garbage, but sometimes you get cool things. That's how I got this Mending fishing rod, and that's how I got that Lure 3 fishing rod. And sometimes that's how you get power bows. Sometimes you get power bows with Mending. It's a treasure enchant. Sometimes you get a Mending book, but it's like a 1 in like a bajillion chance. So, I think the ads might be coming up. Either that or I'm not paying attention. No, we're nowhere near an ad. False alarm. Another pufferfish. Fugu. For you, goo us. For you, guy us. Oh, bowl. Please, can I have some more? Why does it have 6 components in it? Why does the bowl have 6 components? I would have thought that most things only have 1 component. Oh, but this has 7 components. Whoa, that's a lot of components. I wonder when they'll let us make fish blocks. Like, when we can take non-fish and turn them into a fish block. Now you won't be saying, Neon, oh, that's lightning. Quick, if it strikes a creeper, you win Minecraft. I wonder if there are head farms. There gotta be now that we have lightning rods. There's gotta be head farms. Oh, with leather, nice. There's no way that they don't have head farms. I feel like it's way easier now, the lightning rods. Because they've had CD farms for a long time. I'll have to see if they have a better version than what I'm thinking of. Because the one that I know is a very simplistic one. It's just a plus sign for water and obsidian. You trap a skeleton in the middle, and then you aggro the skeleton and the creeper, and the water pushes the creeper back to keep it away from you to explode, and the skeleton keeps shooting. Although they might have changed the skeleton AI, it might not shoot anymore if the creeper's in front because it doesn't have line of sight. I did have an amazing clip. I actually do have this recorded, luckily. I have 2 separate clips of me trying to get a CD, and then getting a music disc because a skeleton killed the creeper while I wasn't looking at it, so I didn't capture it. And I also have an amazing recording of me deflecting an arrow from a skeleton. It bounces off my shield, hits the creeper behind the skeleton, kills the creeper, and drops a music disc. Then the skeleton behind the skeleton that I just deflected shoots the other skeleton in the back. They turn on each other, and then a zombie comes in to fight them as well. It was very funny. Okay, we're done fishing, so we'll go back. We got a water bottle, we got some more puffer fish, we got some leather, we got a bowl. I've also started a sheep farm. I don't have any green, so I think I've capped out all the different colors I can make. Actually, I do have green because I have cactus. I just never made any. So I really don't have an excuse for not having green. But we're slowly collecting more leather as well. Okay. I gotta go put this down. Is this colorless? Or is this juvenile days? This sounds like colorless. Actually, no. Maybe this is juvenile days. I'll know once the lyrics start. No, this is juvenile days, I think. Oh no, it is colorless. Oh, yeah, there it is, colorless. Anyway, this is going pretty well. I think, actually, let's see if I can... There's a crafting table here. Can I make slabs out of this stuff? I can. Okay, so I think what we'll do is maybe we'll add slabs to all of these, make them all into whole blocks, and then we replace all of this with slabs. And then we also have to replace these with trapdoors. I think that should be enough. I think maybe I'll keep this as a full block. Luckily, we have a very convenient tree. Oh, my potatoes are probably cooked as well. I'm in my Sasha arc. I'm gonna get shot by somebody, by one of my friends. By a sniper or something. I don't know. Attack on Titan. Oh, actually. So this is 6. This is 10. That's 14. And then this is 16. Okay. Once again, I'm gonna do this in creative mode. Just because this isn't a purely aesthetic thing. That is just me, like, not liking how they place, and it's just faster if I do this. This is just to cut down on unnecessary fluff. I also have some big ideas and big plans for Blood and Bones, or Bread and Butter, I guess is what we're calling it this week. Now, there's no cheating here. I'm just gonna have to rip this all up and do it by hand. Yeah, I have some big plans. I have some ideas. I've been cooking. Who let him cook? There's some minerals and stuff that we can gather, hopefully. I'm thinking that Promethium is going to be the end game armor that we want, because it'll probably be like one of the end game tool stuff as well, because Prometheum armor has this ability called regrowth, where it will passively restore its durability, and eventually it will become overgrown, which will boost its armor. So I think that'll be huge, considering that we're currently taking massive amounts of durability damage every time we fight. So even though Ryo and I have like Banglum and stuff like that, our armor is getting shredded when we fight. And I just don't think it's sustainable. So I'm thinking Banglum will probably be the way going forward, unless we can get enough Adamantite, because currently we have enough Mithril and Orichalcum. We just need to find some more Adamantite. We can make some more Hallowed Ingots and maybe make some Hallowed Armor. That should also do pretty well. The other cool thing about Prometheum is Mythic Metals has compatibility with Hephaestus, and we can make Prometheum tool parts. And Prometheum tool parts are cool because they add the regrowth ability to your tools. They will passively repair as well, meaning we can save on more materials. It's also great because it gives us a little bit more leeway to use the rose gold, the rose gold items. Also, I think I'm gonna have to make a platform lower down to do this. The rose gold that we have has this nifty thing where you can get levels of enhanced, and what enhanced does is it adds upgrade slots to your tools. So with that, what we can do is we can actually add more modifiers. I've tested it out, and once I do a ritual to get an item that we cannot get because it does not exist in the version of Minecraft we were playing, but Tinkers uses it in a recipe. What? Are these oak slabs? Oh, they are oak slabs. We will be able to... I have a recipe to make the perfect Blaze Slayer, so we should have a somewhat infinite amount of blazing blood. Especially once we set up a safe way to get to the blaze spawner in the nether. I found out that there is actually an attribute called cooling, which does bonus damage against nether mobs and turns our dinky little 10 damage Orichalcum, Durasteel, whatever rose gold combination cleaver into a nifty little 17 damage one with cooling 3, which adds 7.15 damage against fire mobs, which currently I believe only includes blazes and magma cubes. There's also an aquatic killer one if you want to be the enemy of Aquaman and murder some cuddly sea life. It's very funny, I was looking in the Tinker's book and they actually have an addendum saying if you use this against dolphins, blah blah blah, etc., you are an evil person, which I thought was very funny. I think mending on the axe is definitely going to have to be a go-to. It's just been so useful. I've hardly used the pickaxe. I haven't really been down in the mines. I don't really see a lot of reasons to be down in the mines, to be honest. Especially once I get some more villagers. I'm going to probably set up a villager farm, and then I'm going to grab at least 3 of them to set up another iron farm. You know, I love my iron farms. It went so well in the SMP. It definitely broke our game progression. Definitely destroyed the game balance by just having stacks upon stacks upon stacks of iron blocks at their disposal. And I love it. My favorite part about Minecraft is just the ability to hoard massive amounts of resources for no reason. Case in point, that's why I keep making all the obsidian and draining all that lava. Could I be saving that lava in the future for something by putting it in large amounts of buckets? I probably could. Will I do that? No. Come on, there we go. Trying to get this to drag. Now, I will eventually have to place supports, and that will be bamboo fences underneath these on the corners, but that is a problem for a different Neon. You might have said, well, Neon, you probably should have done that when you still had the stuff down there, and to that I say, well, it doesn't really matter because I'd only be able to get a couple blocks down, and then I still wouldn't be able to reach from the bottom, so I'll probably have to build my way up. But anyway, I think this looks much nicer. I think the slabs on the inside and the hole blocks on the outside is going to look much nicer. I am partial to this design. I think this looks okay as well. Maybe I'll change this to be something else. I just don't know what it would be at this point. I do kind of like the solidness. Maybe I'd change it. I could change it to oak slabs, since we have those. This is midnight something. Midnight sale? That doesn't look too bad. Midnight memories. The other thing I could do would be put a decor. Oh, actually, I have an idea.
How is everyone?
Bruh, what is that? My potatoes are done too. We'll have to grab those. Where is it? I could use copper. Just put copper. Actually, that might look kind of cool, maybe. No, but what I was thinking was either polished andesite or putting in these granite that I have. I'm also going to grab another set of 8 coal and cook some more of the potatoes. We have so many of them. This is not an okay amount of potato. And it's gonna get worse. It's not going to get better. I'm probably gonna hate this because it's gonna be like, oh no, this looks cool. I like this. I like this a lot. This is definitely the play. So then what we'll do is, down here, I'm gonna run bamboo fence posts all the way down, and then I'll have like cobblestone or something at the base. It's just, I know I could have it float. I like my support beams, so we're gonna do that. And I'll probably actually, I think I'll keep some of this bamboo. I'll get rid of the bamboo that's underneath it, but I'll keep like this stuff. This stuff, it'll be fine as long as it doesn't interfere with the building. And then, well, I probably will do like a roof type thing here. Over here, I think what I'll do is I'll make a sort of like overhang with slabs. Still have the tree leaves there, but I'll have like an overhang that extends out a little bit farther. And I'll probably do something similar for here, except it might be a bit more, or maybe a bit less natural looking. Anyway, in the interest of amassing large amounts of resources, I say we cull the cows again. Get ready, cows. It's dying time. I'm also gonna grab the stone sword. I've been making stone swords because cobble and wood are easily renewable. And, do I have a zombie coming after me? Okay. It's just an easy way to cut down the bamboo. It takes 2 durability per hit on the sword, but they break instantly. Oh, there is a zombie. In my farm. In my farm. Zombie. 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 In my farm. In my farm. Zombie. 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 Okay, that's enough of that. I think I've hit all the cows. I think I've got them all. Oh, he's got a buddy. Hey, man. See, isn't it cool? I don't know why there's... I guess it makes sense. Also, I have low fire on. It was included in the thing and I didn't realize it. Low fire is the greatest thing they've ever added for resource packs and stuff like that, like texture pack stuff. Low fire, best thing they've ever added. Oops. Nice. That's a lot more leather than I was getting before. Before, I was getting like one leather, or probably about one leather per cow. Like I'd get no leather from like 2 cows and then get 3 from 1. I really need to get like a cobweb or something that I can have so I can just auto crit. The other thing I could use is use an axe, but like I got a sword, so I'm gonna use a sword. Wow, a stack of beef. Over a stack of beef. That's crazy. Actually, you know what? Can I escape to the sheep? I cannot escape to the sheep. Can I lead him over here and then escape out around the back? I think I can. What is this? Oh, this is coagulation. Okay, I'm not feeling that. Not gonna lie. Oh, this one. This is kind of a good song. Well, rip me, I guess. Rip me. Rip my cows. How will I survive? I'll have no more food if I keep recklessly killing my cows like this. Ah! Where did you come from? Not okay. I did not appreciate this. I'm gonna blend in. Don't worry. I smell like beef. I smell like beef. Hey, buddies. Yeah, come out here. Burn! Burn! Like that one song by like Ellie Goulding or something. No! Sweeping Edge, I can't believe you betrayed me like this. That's extra crispy. Did it die? I can't tell. I didn't get any more leather. I think I did get one steak though. Anyway, you know what that means, right? That means 1, we gotta take this stuff out of here. 2, we now have a multiple of 8 tossed in there. Much to the dismay of my coal supply. Probably will have to go mining soon. So why don't we do that, and why don't we toss in another stack of potatoes? Not an okay amount of potatoes. Excuse me. Now, do I have a not okay amount of sugarcane? I have a feeling I don't. I don't think this is going to be an even amount left over. We do not have enough paper. Can we get enough paper? I've been meaning to revamp the sugarcane farm, make a really atrocious one like the one I made for bread and butter, with like the water all spaced out to like the efficient use. But for now, I've gone back to the olden days of just planting it across the coastline. So, is that sugar? Okay, once again, I'm forgetting you can't see my face. So it is not working out nearly as well as I would have hoped. I was hogging. Do you think they've ever had like alt text that says like hog? Okay, you know what? No, I'm not doing this. I'm making the better farm. I'm not dealing with all these turns and everything. It's not happening. It's not happening. This is it. I draw the line here. This is where I draw the line. All this. No, stop. Also, I turned the tick speed up to 100 to see if I could get sugarcane to grow faster, and I thought it was very funny as I got to see all the bamboo go dun 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 dun, dun and sugarcane not grow. Okay. Now, I've got to think about this very hard because I've not had a lot of experience making sugarcane farms. But where do I want to put this? Actually, you know what? I think I want to put this infinite source. Oops. I think I want to put it over here. You know what you're saying, Neon? This is like right near the ocean. Like, what's the point? Well, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we want to go along here. So if we place, actually, if we place water here, we can hit these three. And then if we hit water here. No, I'll go one in. We'll start it here. So we have water here, and then we have water here. We'll move it over one. No, we'll keep it here. I don't want it to be like right up on the edge of the water. That'll be annoying. Yeah, so if we put water here, what we have is we put sugarcane here, 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 here. So we can go bam, 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 bam. So then we need to fill out these spaces. So if we put water here, we'd be able to get this, this, and this, and this. Well, this, and this. So if we put water here, then what we can do is we can do this. And... oh wait, actually no, I think this has to be one over. I think we have to put a water thing here, and then this has to be here. Because now what we can do is we can go bam, 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 bam. And... no, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe it's because I'm starting, like, with this. Oh, we can do this. Let me scoop this back up. Or are these supposed? These might supposed to be spaced out farther, to where I then, like, if I space this out farther, because if I put water, yeah, I messed up the original thing. That's what threw it off. So I can do this, and then I can put one here, and this can do this, which actually will run up against the edge, but it's okay, whatever. Yeah. So now we can do the thing where we then put water here. We put water here, and then we put water here, and this just alternates this pattern. Just kind of make this thing here, but they all go too forward. Yeah, I just messed the original one, and then after that, the rest of them follow pretty easily. This is Boomsday, by the way. I know I specifically singled this one out earlier, so I thought I'd mention that this is Boomsday, if anyone was wondering. Okay. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Neon, that infinite water source that you created all over the way over there, it really isn't helping you at all, considering you have the ocean. And you would be entirely correct about that, which is why I will not be using it. I will grab the sand, and I will grab water while I'm over here. Going forward, I will be using... actually, I might still use it for this stuff. But going forward, I will be using the ocean. Actually, I wonder what would happen if I did this. Ah, I'm double bucketing. I've got buckets akimbo. When are you gonna make that one, Radcliffe? And the other great thing too, I don't even have them with me, but I can waterlog these slabs as well. I also found out apparently if you have a source block and you place a slab, it'll automatically waterlog. You don't have to like place the water and then slab, which is very convenient. Oops. And then I won't have stuff here because it's not wide enough, but... Oh, wait. 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 Let me think. Wait, let me think. I think the second row needs to be rotated or like moved one to the right. And then we need to have another offset here. I think what needs to happen is this needs to be moved over one. To here. And then, well, no, but then we still missed this. I know it's something really simple. We got this, bam, bam, bam. This would be bam, bam, bam. But if this is bam, 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 this would, we'd go like bam, 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 bam. And then if we put something here, like instead of here, we had this here, then we could go bam, 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 bam. And then I think this is it. I think maybe I think the front's just gonna be kind of weird because it's the beginning of the set. I think that's what's messing it up. Yeah. So then we have these. We go bam, 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 and then let's block these up. Then we need to get this one. Excuse me. Still doesn't seem right. We've got... I know I could just look it up. We got this. I guess we just wouldn't have this here. We got this. And then we need to get this here. That could be water here. Or water here. We put water here to get these. And then if we put this here, then we get these. And then we put water here, and we would get these. And then... But that doesn't explain these. I guess these would be filled in by having a thing here. So this is just the start, so it doesn't get filled in. I thought that they all got filled in though on the thing, on bread and butter. I thought I had an even amount everywhere. Like I had everything filled in. Maybe I didn't. I thought I did though. This pattern also doesn't look right. It was like a two down, one over thing. Like 2-1, 2-1. Which would then place this water here. I'm just gonna look this up. Sugar cane. Okay, so the most efficient way starting from the first block is to go forward 1 over 2, place. Forward 1 over 2, place. Okay. So forward 1 over 2. So I guess I did have it right. I don't know. I guess maybe it's because the most efficient way creates this weird set of angles. Oh, I've never seen that happen before where they pop up on their own. It's cool. Yeah, so forward 1 over 2, go here. Actually, no, that's not right. It goes here. You go... One, one. Oh no, it is 1, 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, so 1, 1, 2. And then this repeats for all of them. Is that drown? Zombie. Get away from me. Actually. Oh no, you're sinking down. No, you need to... Okay, well that's not what I wanted. I wanted to see if I could pop them up in the air. Oh, the dolphin. I got the dolphin. What was bro doing? Yes. So the optimal way to do this is to go 1, 2. I'm just gonna seal these all up. Who cares? We have infinite water. Nobody cares. Excuse me. Where did you come from? And why did you come from the farm? And why are you walking on the farm? That's very rude. Okay. So we go 1, 2, then we go 1, 2. We just do this forever, I guess. I'd cover these. Okay, perfect. And then there's 2 blocks between each next one. So that would be like here. And then it follows the same pattern of going 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. So then we just want to do this. Probably should just plug all these and then undo them as I need to. Yep, and then we just go bam, bam. Yeah, this looks more like what I'm expecting. Now, we might run into some problems here since we don't have this block. Normally there would be a block of water here. We don't have that due to the size of the farm, so we will have an odd spot. I'm still not figuring out how I got it to work in... Really? Phantoms? Worst thing they've added in Minecraft. Single worst thing. You know what? I hate the phantoms so much that I'm gonna get up here. And then I guess I've got to find a way to hide from them. I guess I'll go in here. I hate the phantoms so much that I'm gonna hit them with the slash kill at E. Type. Oop. Type. Equal. Phantom. And just kill them. Done. Gone. Reduced atoms. I'm not gonna fight them. I'm not gonna turn today and have them burn. No, they're just straight up getting deleted from existence. Worst thing they've ever added to Minecraft, I think hands down, is the Phantom. I probably should just turn off Insomnia. They're just so annoying. They're useful for one thing in the entire game, which is a very useful thing, but not something that you have until later on, which makes them very annoying to deal with. This is the Red Hood. Oh yeah, I guess technically we'd have another situation where we'd have like a water thing here. Oh well. I'm not ripping up the farm for this. And then we'd have another one here. Okay, cool. We'll have some odd sections, but it'll be okay, I think. Actually, let's go back to my patented buckets akimbo. The other thing would be to have slabs, so I could, like, slab up. Oops. Oops. I grabbed the water too fast. Oh, that's weird. It doesn't work on the infinite source. Oh well. Bam. Oh yeah, I guess technically we'd have something over here too. Bam, and bam. Yep. And then like bam. Will this work? That's kind of goofy. Do I still have my shears? I do. Actually, I don't even think I need shears for seagrass, do I? Oh, I do. Rip. Rip the seagrass. Okay. I will do this just to have this look nice. Now... Actually, I could probably fill in this side. I probably could fill in the outside because we're not going to have any conflicts with like the farm or anything. But I don't want it to extend. That's a really funny lyric. It's really funny, actually. I guess I will put one here. What other problems are we gonna have? We're gonna have a lot of problems here, actually. Because we'd have one here. And then we'd have another one here. This feels kind of pointless. To have a thing just for one block. Oh well. Should be good. Then we'll miss this block. There should be like a thing here. Actually, we'll get this block because of this water. This block we will miss because there should be this right here. I'm not doing that though. We'll just not have that block. I'm not opening this up. Do that. I guess I could. Just put a slab over there. Let's do this. And then this actually does fit in. And then all these get filled in because coastline. Okay. And then we're done with this, actually. We just have to wait for that to grow. And the cool part is, if I want to do anything else, it probably won't grow because the trunk won't be loaded. So that's cool, I guess. So I guess we'll make the books that we can. We don't really need books anymore. I guess I do want to make that other set of bookshelves, but it's not an urgent situation. I guess we'd also see what a book would get us. Oh, Riptide 3. I don't know if that's worth grabbing or not. Like, I guess I'll get a trident eventually, right? But if I get a trident, I probably just want to enchant a trident, right? Like, is there really a reason to grab Riptide 3? Now, Riptide... Is Riptide exclusive? Or is it channeling exclusive? I think it's channeling and Riptide they're exclusive. I think loyalty and channeling are fine. I think it's Riptide that messes things up. Let me check. Loyalty cannot be used. Channeling also can't be. Okay, yeah. Loyalty takes priority over loyalty. Riptide takes priority over loyalty. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, actually channeling would be a super easy way to have a head farm. You wouldn't even need the lightning rods. You could just use channeling during a rainstorm. Maybe it is worth grabbing as a mobility tool. I don't remember what we were looking at for as far as alternate things we're going. Flame? Oh, that's actually pretty tempting. Smite 4, not what we wanted. Flame is pretty tempting. The thing is, we might get a flame bow from fishing, so I don't know if we should just hold on for that. Now, should we go see if we can set up that XP farm? If I remember correctly, or should we call it? I think we should call it here. We're above 2 hours. I'll grab this lava out of here, and then we set up the sugarcane farm. So I think this is actually where I'll call this. I'm trying to keep neon lights shorter, and usually they're only about 2 hours long. This has actually gone over. So I will end the stream here. I decided that I wanted to do a stream, didn't have time at the normal time. So I decided I could hop on for Minecraft real quick. I actually wanted to see if I could do like a gorilla stream with no voiceover or anything, just using the NVIDIA streaming feature, but it appears they've removed that from the GeForce app after they changed experience into the like NVIDIA app. And I don't think I can do that anymore, unfortunately. Um, so, while I will slab these up, I believe that I'm stuck with using OBS as my only way of streaming. Well, not my only way, but the only way that I currently have. I know I could use like Prism or like Streamable or something like that, but why would I? But unfortunately, I think the really impromptu streams are kind of done unless they bring that functionality back.
C C C C.
But yeah, we got not really anything that I had planned for us to get done. But we did finish this, or at least get it all out. We haven't put in all the sugar cane. Don't have enough yet. That I think has been very successful. I was able to also fill out this last row with carrots instead of potatoes. I'd forgotten about that. And I guess I'll show like this. I don't know. You might have seen a little bit of it, but I don't think I've been looking up. I've just been running bamboo across. I thought I'd do bamboo all along the sides because it's stone and it's heavier. Made some lanterns to light up this spot. Put some plus signs here. Kind of look like street lamps. This is just floating. I want to build it out, but I don't want to get rid of all the podzol. I have silk touch now, so I might dig up some of that. I know it's kind of a waste. It'll use 2 durability instead of 1. It's a pickaxe. But we'll see. I mean, if we get silk touch and a shovel, maybe I'll consider that. I'd need another diamond, though. I've used them all up. So my other option was going caving. But I think what I want to do... Actually, I probably should go caving. There's no reason not to. Got a decent sword. We got decent armor. Probably should just go caving, try to find some more diamonds. I want 1 more for a shovel. I want 4 more for a boots. For some boots. And then I want 3 more for another pickaxe. I want to see if I can get um, something without silk touch. Maybe just efficiency and fortune. I know I have the fortune 2 iron, but I kind of want to just have an efficiency 4 unbreaking 3 diamond pickaxe just for general mining. I know I could use the silk touch, but I want to save that for things. And also sometimes I want cobblestone, you know? But we did get some work done here. This was all pretty much done, but we expanded the second level, which I think is looking quite nice. And we had a little bit of stuff over here. Still not entirely sure how big I want to make this. I think it'll be a bit bigger. This will probably only be like 2 blocks wider. I want to have a little bit of space. Right now, if I put in walls, these would be covered, and then I'd have to have like floating walls here. Maybe I'll make it 1 block longer on each, like extend out 1 block, and then do walls that float out a little bit, so they would have a gap, and they wouldn't be like a full cylinder. It'd be kind of actually I can just show what I'm talking about. So instead of like this, it would look like this. It'd just be floating, like what we have in bread and butter. But yeah, the deck I think is done. I like this. I like not having the railing on these 2 sides. I think it looks nice here. I think it would look kind of weird if we just kind of stopped it. But I do like not having the railing here. And I really like this with the trapdoors, especially being on the 2nd level. I think these work very well here, but I think the 2nd level, especially since it's a lot shorter, works nice with the trapdoors. Kind of makes it feel like net. Yeah, I've just been working on this. I like to think I've made a decent amount of progress for the amount of time I've been playing. I definitely found diamonds and iron way too quickly. There's something to be said for having full iron and having a diamond sword and a diamond pickaxe, and having to run around and collect glowberries because you have no food, and the only way you can heal is to eat glowberries. But yeah, cows are looking good too. I think I'll hop up in here, get a bed, and I'll end the stream. So, The next stream will be on Friday. That will be the continuation of Bread and Butter. Um, Aside from my like super blaze sword, once I like get enough fish, I'm gonna help Ryo with the computer. We want to get way more storage so we can start getting rid of the chests, have everything be in the computers, and then maybe look into setting up the wireless terminals so we can access our storage from anywhere, and it'll just be a lot nicer since we'll have the computer for everything instead of having to rifle through all of our different chests. Um, Depending on how quick we finish that up, I might try and set up, see if we can get some fishing done, because my plan is, since there are prismarine crystals needed to um, add cooling to weapons, we unfortunately cannot get any because we are on 1.6.4 world gen. And although oceans do spawn, I did find an ocean biome on the single player version of the world. I sailed around, and the monument does not spawn. As far as I'm aware, ocean monuments do not spawn, despite the fact that the ocean biomes spawn. Funnily enough, the other newer, like, world gen things, like the sunken ruins and stuff like that, those actually do appear. So maybe I'm just looking for the wrong thing. I tried running the locate command, maybe I'm searching for the wrong thing, and I flew around the map in the ocean, didn't see anything. So maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place. I'll double check that, and if I am, I'll run another command to see if there is one, just to know. But if there isn't, what I plan on doing is gathering a bunch of nether quartz and a bunch of fish, and then just sacrificing them to the Minecraft gods, aka me. And I'll just give myself some prismarine crystals because it's the only way to get them as far as I'm aware. And they are an actual used thing for tinkers and stuff like that. I know Ryo's talked about how because we're on old world gen, there might not be certain slime islands anymore. And so we might have to spawn some of that stuff in too with some necessary sacrifices of like converting them just because they're part of the mods, but because we're using a mod that's sort of incompatible, the places to get some of these items just don't exist in the game. So there's nothing we can do. We ran into a similar problem very early on. I wanted to make that carpet duper, but because there's no warm ocean, we can't get the dead coral that makes the carpet duper work. So, yeah. Also, the penguins of Ryogascar. It's a good one, Kawa. But anyway, I will see you all on Friday, 2 days, for that. I think it's going good. I really think the Yamato gun mod was a good addition to the mod pack. I think it was something that we really needed because Don Machi. I think it was something that we really needed because we don't have enough coal. I need to go mining. I feel like it's pretty balanced. I know that I now have mined up a ton of copper to make it slightly less balanced, but it still does use up iron, which we do not have a reliable way of getting large amounts of. That can change very quickly because we are near a village and I can just set up another iron farm. I have thought about doing that. I've been holding off. I know we could easily do it, but I've been holding off on it because I feel like that's a bit much. But also, I think it'd be funny. We just have another and make another iron farm. It'll be easier than ever. The village is so close by. The best part too is since the spawn chunk is in a village, I could just make the iron farm where it already is, and it would just be running constantly. So nice. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. It worked in SMP, so it should work here. Neon Genesis Visual Galley. Also, I didn't get the Dome Kawo at first. I was like Dome. I was like Dome I don't get it, but then I got it. Dome Kawa. But yes. I might go ahead with that iron farm. Not gonna lie. An iron farm would be nice. It would mean that the only limiting factor for the bullets would be gunpowder, which would require creepers. And I don't think there's any good way to. I don't think there's a good way to get gunpowder. Is there a way to make a only creeper farm? I know you get some. I believe you get some when you defeat wither skeletons, right? You get bones and coal and gunpowder, or do you only get coal? Actually, wait, hold on. Scratch that. Scratch that. The bullet recipe actually uses coal, not gunpowder. It's 2 iron, 2 copper, and 2 coal. So we could totally set up a coal farm as well in the Nether. We could totally set up a coal farm as well. Have a wither skeleton farm, have an iron golem farm, and copper is copper. It's everywhere. And then we would have unlimited ammo. I'm not gonna set up a wither skeleton farm though. I'm not gonna do that. That seems a bit much, in my opinion. Um, I'm willing to do the iron farm, but the wither skeleton farm just seems like a bit too far, you know, because the iron is just like a funny thing that will kind of become useless. Coal is always going to be useful, so I feel like having an infinitely renewable amount of coal is something that sort of breaks the game balance, especially in bread and butter, more so than in other versions of Minecraft. Anyway, watch this. It's just done. Just done. Bam. Thanks to a mod. Also, there are tons of mods in this thing. You can see it says 180 mods. There are so many mods in this thing, and you can't even see them all. It doesn't even show them all. But um, there's so much stuff in here. There's so much stuff. And can you imagine? I don't even use most of it. I'm not using capes. I'm not using the mounts. I'm not using off-define animation formats. I am using dynamic FPS. I'm not using this, but I will later. Um, this is fast quit. That's what the thing is. Um, dynamic FPS and FPS reducer. Oh, interesting. Ferrite core, great, great. And Iris, not using any of those. And this, I hate this so much because um, the ambient lighting is cool, but it messes up my torch placement sometimes. I like, oh, this is a place where I have light, and it's just because I'm holding a torch. But yeah, this has been pretty nice. The only thing personally that I would take out would be waystones and the dynamic lights. I just am not a fan of those. I know some people like dynamic lights. I'm not a huge fan of how that works. The minimap and the world map, maybe that as well. But um, waystones would definitely be the thing that I would take out. Anyway, thank you all for watching this PNG episode. Oh yeah, look at that frame rate just die. I'm watching it in OBS because I've alt tabbed. Thank you for watching. I believe this is episode 4 of Neon Lights. We now have a picture. Actually, I already um posted that picture before. But oh wow, cool. Wait, hold on. We gotta get this. I gotta get this image. Wait, hold on. Hold on. The RTX. Hold on. I need to get. Okay, here we go. I need to save this image, and I need to put it into OBS. Twitch might not like this, but I got another bot that liked one of my things, and I need to show you what their profile picture is. I'm gonna put in. I'll immortalize this bot by making this um image source be the name of their Twitter handle. Legendary moment. Boom.
Nice to meet you. M.
Boom. This is
Sophistopheles.
Elizabeth. She liked my tweet. Her profile says hot, heart, arrow pointing down, and then a suspicious link. 0 followers, 0 following, not followed by anyone I'm following. Joined January of 2025. This is definitely a legitimate account. This is definitely a real account. This is a real person. Um, if I had to guess, I would say that she's probably hot, she is probably single, and she is probably in my area, just like Blackpink.